Now there is a generation that has had radical emotional, behavioral mind control employed on them practically their entire lives. And we've seen that again and again with instances like the school shootings. And right here in my small town, in this community, in a small rural town, there was I believe it was a 13-year-old boy that was shot by a 15-year-old boy over a Fortnite game. And here's another sad example from communist China, where a Chinese man was stabbed to death by a fellow gamer over a virtual sword that only existed in the game, Legend of Mir 3, I guess. So he had this really rare virtual item in the game, and I guess he lent it to another player who, instead of giving it back to him in the game, sold it. So here, this is a 41-year-old man, and I guess he tried to report it to the police, but the police are like, it doesn't exist. You're talking about an item that doesn't exist, right? Like this was a game. You guys were playing a game, like a pretend game. And the guy's like, no, but it did exist. Like it existed to me. It was mine. And the police are like, the sword didn't exist. It was in your imagination. It's a game. You're playing a game. It's not real. It's a game. And no, he didn't, he couldn't handle that. So a 41-year-old man took matters into his own hands, broke into the other guy's house, confronted him. And I won't continue to read this because the last person who did, they took their YouTube video down. But suffice it to say that he can get life in prison if he behaves himself. It could be as short as 15 years in jail for something that didn't exist in a landscape that doesn't really exist, that is not reality, that is virtual reality.